Hey everybody, this is Mr. Beckstrom and welcome to Math Measurement and Literacy for the summer here. I hope all of you had a great spring semester, and this video is just to kind of give you a quick virtual walkthrough of the class, try to answer some of your questions, and share some other information as well. So let's go ahead and start here on the first tab of Moodle. So it has two important things that you're going to want to do right away, and that is read the syllabus here. So let's take a quick look at that, and we will try to give you some important information on here. So it kind of goes through some of the requirements and how this course is facilitated. It gives all of my contact information here, including my phone number, my email address, my office when I'm at the office, but I won't be this summer. So really, two ways you can contact me are through email or phone number. I checked with the bookstore, and they are not selling a physical copy of the book. I don't think they're going to do it at all. That's what they said, but they might end up getting some in there. But in the meantime, make sure that you have the MyMathLab access code. You can either get that through the bookstore, which comes with an electronic copy of the book as well, or you can go directly through the MyMathLab website that I put right here, and you can purchase that access code directly. And I'll show you in a little bit how to access MyMathLab for the first time. All right, so kind of going through, here is a course schedule. Now, very important, I have a Google Sheets calendar. So if you take this link here and you go to and you copy and paste that link, this will take you to the calendar where it gives all of the open dates, all of the closed dates, when the tests will be available, all that good stuff, when the vacations and summer break is. So make sure that you go to your favorites button for whatever browser you're using and save this to your favorites, because if there's something that has to change due to weather or any other circumstances, then once I change it in here, you'll automatically see it on your end as well. All right, attendance. So attendance is done by assignments, tests, the quiz, and the final exam. So if you miss one of those, that counts as an absent, and you can have a total of 8 absences. Anything more than 8, and unfortunately, you will be withdrawn from the class. Now, if you're in good standing and you contact me to let me know what's going on, a lot of times we can work that out. But just remember, try not to miss more than 8 for sure. All right, there's going to be 5 regular tests in this class. You'll have 2 attempts for each of those. Once again, those are scheduled on the Google Sheets calendar. There are no makeup exams, and what that means is that if you forget to take a test or something comes up and you don't notify me, I do not do makeup exams. I will, however, reschedule that exam often for you if you contact me before the due date. Even on the due date, if something comes up, an emergency, just give me a call or send me an email. And as long as I have some type of communication from you before the final submittal time, then we can work something out. All right. The final exam is worth 20% of your grade. That's on July 21st, 22nd. It'll also have 2 attempts. The homework in MyMathLab, those will be done every 1 to 2 weeks, depending on the chapter, and that will be 20% of your grade. And then finally, and this is really important, this is the first time I'm ever doing this, but I'm going to make 10% of your grade for forum use. And we're going to take a look at that once we go through, but you need to make sure that you are posting one new post for each chapter. That means going in there and saying, I'm having a hard time understanding this. This is what I've done. Something that's thoughtful and something that we're working on. And then you also need to reply to one other person's post. Now, sometimes there might not be another post to reply to. In that case, if you can find a difficult problem that you are working on, and you can kind of explain your whole process for getting that answer, that can be in replacement of the replying to a post. All right. And then there's one SLO quiz that's mandatory, and that's going to be near the end, and again on your Google Sheets calendar. All right. Lots of stuff here doesn't apply. Like, for example, I'm sure you can eat food and drink since we don't even have any class meetings. And that's kind of the important stuff that I can think of. Please go over this and let me know if you have any questions. All right, and let me try something here. Okay, there we go. All right, and then you're going to need to do the enrollment key quiz. Just click on here. It's a very easy 10-question quiz, and just one more time here, and that'll need to be done before you can access most of these other tabs here in Moodle. So once you do that, you go to the S3 tab, and this is just a lot of stuff about Moodle, how to navigate Moodle. It has the student coffee house. This is a forum that you can come by and talk about non-related math stuff with the other students, and that kind of thing. So if you've used Moodle before, this tab isn't super helpful, but it might be a nice refresher for you. Now this next one here is going to be pretty helpful. So let's kind of go down and see what we have. So it'll have the welcome video. That'll be this video here. This is my last class's video, so I'll replace that after I finish this one. And just some welcome notes, some links here, some course overview. This stuff is also on the syllabus, but just so you can kind of look at that here. Course expectations, how to get a hold of me, what to expect as far as a return email, that kind of thing. The best way to get started here, watching that video, logging into my math lab. We're going to do that right now. Email me here and external tools. Here we have the Google due dates, course due dates, and if you click on that, it will bring up this. So each section, when it opens and when it is due. All right. Go back to the other one here. Okay. YouTube presentations and PowerPoint presentations. So this includes all of them for the entire class, but I will also break those into the chapter ones for the specific chapter Moodle tabs. Here's a Google Sheets calendar as well. We've already gone over that. Now, I set up a little video for registering for my math lab. Make sure you watch that or this before you register it. You cannot register for it directly on the Pearson My Math Lab site. You have to do it from here, the My Lab and Mastering Tools. I always have at least 5 or 10 students every semester who don't watch the video, don't read the instructions, and they say, I need a course ID because I can't get into the My Math Lab. And I say, did you watch the video? And they'll say, of course I did. And then I'll say, okay, well, you don't go to the website. Anyways, you're going to click on My Lab and Mastering Tools, which will take you to a page that looks like this. And you're going to go down under Student Links and do My Lab and Mastering Course Home. Now, if I do that, it's going to take me directly to the course because I've already built my Math Lab course. But for you, it'll take you to the enrollment section. You'll just need your access code that you either get from the bookstore or from the website. Let's see what happens if I click it right now. So this is going to take me to my math lab. Now mine's going to look a little bit different than yours, but it should show what assignments are open and when they're due. Kind of on your main page here, you can also click on assignments and gradebook and that kind of stuff to show you different areas here. But once again, this is where we're going to be doing all of our homework. our SLO quiz, our tests, and our final exam. So it's important to be able to use this. I would do some exploring if I were you, just to see what you have access to. One thing that a lot of students don't know is that you can review your old tests and homework assignments in here. And I don't have the student options on here, but it should be either under assignments or your grade book. All right, so let's go back over here and finish this up. All right, so that is uh, my lab and mastering tools and student introductions. Please come here under this student introductions and introduce yourself to the class. Let me know something about you and at least 2 interesting facts. I put here that I lived in 5 different states growing up: California, New York, Massachusetts, Mississippi, and Oklahoma. So I had West Coast, East Coast, South, Midwest. I had the whole experience. So I wasn't in the military. My parents just moved around a lot. All right, the next interesting thing is that in graduate school, I worked as a birthday magician, and I was pretty bad. And yeah, thank goodness I was good at math, because I was not a good magician. Anyways, all right, here's I have a question post, and this is pretty much anything that's not math related. I'll show you where to put the math related stuff in just a moment, but this is a forum. You say, help, Mr. Beckstrom, I can't get into my math lab, or something to that effect. I will take a look at that and let you know. But it's really best to send me an email. All right. Here's another Google Sheets calendar, just because I put it in different places so students have access to it. Once you're done with there, the next thing is going to be the virtual office hours, meetings, and live sessions. So again, there's no live sessions. So there are only meetings. Oh, I still need to update this part here, but this will show usually when I am free, which is most days, Monday through Friday, after 3:30. But I will add that. And then here we're going to have facilitated interactions. And so anytime you request a meeting with me, and it's a time that works for both of us, I will create a meeting link here under virtual classes, and you can log in through there. All right, and so after you get done with the enrollment key quiz and the syllabus, you should have access to the Chapter 1 tab here. And this is going to show you some different things here, but it will go through our objectives. It has the Chapter 1 questions here, and it gives you a little bit of an idea, and I need to update that as well. But this is where you're going to do your forum posts. This is where you're going to get your YouTube videos and your PowerPoint presentations for those chapters. And there'll be some other information on here as well. All right, well, let's see how long I went. It's about 14 minutes right now, so I think that's a good time to stop. Again, if you have any questions, please email me. It's at beckstromz@vgcc.edu, and I look forward to meeting with many of you in the next couple of weeks. Thanks.